Hey friends, I am back with this month's Battle Box. Let's see what we got in here. Here is their fancy booklet that they now are doing. This is Mission 68. And we are going to just jump right in with the basic box. I get the Pro Plus box, so we get everything on the smaller boxes before that. So in the basic box, they sent this Blaze Defense fire extinguisher. It's a handy, small fire extinguisher. I will note that on the front here, it says do not use on electrical fires. So if you get this box and you're planning on putting this in your car, just beware. This is not good for electrical fires. BattlBox values that at $21.99. That seems reasonable to me. Let's see what the next thing is. We got a BattleTac gear pouch, and from the looks of their catalog, the plan is that the extinguisher should fit inside the pouch. So I guess if you felt the need to carry that on your pack or on your loadout, you could have that handy. And that value of that pouch is $9.95, which is probably about right. The next is the Southern Survivor Screw Gate Climbing Carabiners. Okay. Now they value these at $22.99. I'm not a climber, so I don't know typically what the value of actual load-bearing climbing carabiners are. But a lot of the cheap carabiners you get can't handle large loads. Like they'll open up when they get too much weight on them. And of course, these are locking, so this screws down so that you can't lock. It says on here the braking load for this on the short axis, that's this width, is 1,750 pounds, and the braking load on the long axis, this part, which is probably the more likely way this will end up carrying the load anyway, is 5,500 pounds. So I mean that seems good. I mean, if you use carabiners to tie things down or to hold something heavy, then yeah. I'm not like I said before, I'm not a climber, so I don't know what the value of that really is. That is it for the base. Oh no, I'm wrong. There's more for the basic box. Let's see what else. They put this handy, or not handy, but this little patch in. They say they put this in for free. They valued it at $12.99. It's a PVC pouch or patch. I think this is their double axled. I think it was a Bronco that they built out at BattlBox. So, and then we have this that is called Hot Snot. And my understanding on this, it is just it's a fire starter type paste, or it's called Fire Lube in a Tube is the tagline for that. So it just is what it is. I mean, it's like a squirt out. I don't know. I haven't used this before. I don't know if it's like if it's like the consistency of like hand sanitizer, or maybe a little thicker than that, and then you just light it up, and then that should get your fire going. But I guess if you're new to making fires, and I guess maybe that would come in handy. I don't really see a big need for fire snot. I mean, it's kind of easy to find a lot of tinder and things like that to get fires going. But anyway, value of that they gave at $12.95, and that did it for the basic box. Moving on to the advanced box, they put in this Southern Survival gas can. It's 5 liters, 1.3, which is 1.3 gallons, and it comes with a spout on here. It's a narrow can, I guess, that you can store it, under your car seat, which probably would be a bad idea, because if your car caught fire, you would not want gasoline sitting underneath your seat. But regardless, it's slim. They valued that at $69.99. Again, that is a Southern Survival branded thing, so they partnered with a manufacturer to make that specifically for BattlBox. So I don't know what a regular can, we're going to look and see what a regular can of that nature would cost, but I don't think that would cost $69.99, but we're going to see. And that's it for the advanced box. And then stepping up to the Pro box, something I haven't really seen before. They call it the Rapto Razor Mano knife, and they value this at $99, right at $100. And this is supposed to be for skinning and processing your hunt. And so it has some, I guess I don't know if these blades are reusable or not, because they're thin. They got they come in like an open up pouch, so I'm guessing they're not designed to be reusable, but they're supposed to be super sharp. And then you have this piece, which holds the blades. I can see the blades, the indentions in the packaging. Looks like the 2 screw holes there, so it would hold the blade in place, something like that. And then I'm guessing this is the handle. It comes out, it screws off. It's kind of, oh well, that's it. Oh, okay, so you get a screwdriver on that end. I guess you can take this apart to put the blades on, so you'll have that handy. Put this through from what it looks like on the pictures, and then screw it in, so you have this. And I'm guessing you're gripping it like this with the blade coming out to do your slicing, your skinning, or whatever you need to do. So I mean, it's innovative. I mean, it's different. I guess they call it a raptor claw because of the way you're holding it. Like the Jurassic Park movies with the raptors little thing. But it's different. I guess you got the disposable blades there, so you won't have to worry about doing a lot of sharpening and keeping your stuff sharpened. Probably really good for somebody who doesn't do a lot of processing themselves, or like has 1 or 2 kills a year and just want to use this instead of having a specialty knives or having to worry about sharpening your knives for skinning. It's probably really good for you, because it's a small family. One good sized buck should be about all you need for the year, probably. But anyway, that is the Raptor Mano knife. Oh, and it did come with a pouch. This is the little pouch that it came in. Belt loop on the back of the pouch, and it also came with a 5-inch blade and a saw blade. So I guess the saw blade is for getting through bone or whatnot, but I don't know, maybe that'd be okay. It just seems like gripping that between your fingers. We'd have to try that out and see how that felt. Sawing through bone. But anyway, all that they valued at $99.99. And then the last thing for the Pro Plus box is the Revolt Remove Knife. Again, I think most things in this, or at least these last two things, kind of geared around hunting. This is, you know, a pretty nice looking handle on this knife. Get it out of here. Not a fan of that weird way they got this moved down, because it's like they've got this bent for a thumb press, right? So you can like put pressure down on the back side, so you're not worried about getting your fingers cutting away. But the way they have this design, this loop is so far down, when I was putting pressure down, it was actually opening up the thing, and it wasn't I don't know, I wasn't a fan of the way that was going on. They've got some on here, so got the breakdown on the BattlBox, and so you guys know I'm a fan of BattlBox. I like their stuff. I buy tons of stuff from them all the time, even outside the subscriptions boxes that I get from them. But I do have some complaints on this one, and I'll get to that in a minute. So looking at the Fire Aid, the Blaze Defense Fire Extinguisher, I could not find that one for sale other than on the BattlBox website, so I don't know if that is something they're manufacturing themselves or not, but they valued that at $21.99, and that is a 5-ounce fire extinguisher. I was able to find something similar in size for $9.95, but it was a 10-ounce fire extinguisher. So that is telling me that they have seriously overpriced that. The gear pouch, you know, they valued it at $9.95. From what I could find, similar pouches out there, $9.99. So, you know, they were about spot on with that. The carabiner, they actually did a good job with that. You know, it is their own branded carabiner. So, you know, when they do their own branded stuff, I kind of look a little harder to make sure I'm comparing things correctly, because they are the ones manufacturing it. So they're setting the MSRP on those things. So I was able to look, and I found some carabiners out there that were $12.99 a piece, and they would take a 5,620 pound load also. So about the same load, $12.99 a piece. So those would cost you about $25.98 shipped, and BattlBox valued theirs at $22.99. So you actually got a little more on that side. So they did good with that. The hot snot, only place I could find it out there was on Amazon, and you're looking at like $16.94 to buy that from Amazon. So they valued it at $12.95, so you came out better there. My real big complaint about BattlBox on this box here is the gas can. There's a Southern Survival gas can, so they're setting the MSRP price on there. But when I looked out there at just metal gas cans and jerry cans that were similar, the prices I found were extremely lower than what they have, and that included the spout as well. The closest comparison I could find was a gas can with the spout for $28.99, but it was a 5-gallon gas can, and the Southern Survival can was only about 1.3 gallons. So they valued that 1.3 gallon can at $69.99. I think they grossly overestimated themselves on that one, and this is my major gripe. If you're going to manufacture your own good, right, and you can put whatever MSRP you want to out there on it, you need to do it comparable to what's out there, because they set that MSRP at a $69.99 value, and it makes the subscriber feel like they're getting more value out of the box if they don't go do the research to see what these cans that are similar are actually going for. That is a big gripe of mine with a lot of these subscription boxes that do their own manufacturing or outsource manufacturing and do it a label. You know, like BattlBox has their Southern Survival stuff. I think the BattleTac and things like that, they do as well, but I'm not definite on that. But there are subscription boxes, other subscription boxes out there that do the same thing, and they just do that to inflate the value of that they can say they're putting in that box. And I don't really agree with those things. It doesn't seem very ethical to me. But regardless, let's just move on. That was my major gripe. The Rapto razor, they valued at $9.99. I was able to find the Rapto razor itself and the skinning hook with it for $61.99. Now that doesn't include the bone saw and all that came with it, but I was able to find the bone saw itself for $14.98 shipped out there. So if you bought both of those, you would have the Skinner part in addition to what you got today for $76.97, but they valued it at $99.99, so they a little overvalued on that one. And then the Revolt knife, couldn't find a lot of them out there. I did find one for $105, and they valued theirs at $119. The totals, you know, they said everything in this book was worth, or everything in this box was worth $333. I talked a little bit about how I think that might be inflated. From what my research that I did that I could find, we're looking at about $273 worth of stuff. But you know, you're only paying $160 for what you got this month. So you're still getting well more than what you're paying for. And like I said before, I love BattlBox. I love their stuff. I buy their stuff all the time. I just want, you know, I'm just saying, be a little more transparent. I mean, if you're going to inflate the value of the box, that's fine, but it's so obvious that what's going on there. But nonetheless, you got more than you're paying for. I'm happy with the box because, you know, I get more value for my money that way. It's just the numbers that they think their stuff is worth and the numbers that are really out there don't exactly add up. But all in all, I'm happy. Good job, BattlBox. You still give us more than what we're paying for. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys you know, being loyal to veterans out there and trying to push a lot of veteran-owned businesses. Thank you for that. So guys, if you like my videos, please subscribe and hit the like button, and I will see you next time.